I'm Dr. Egerton Hingston, a senior lecturer in engineering geology and geotechnical engineering at the University of KwaZulu-Natal here in Durban, South Africa.
Okay, so my first question for you is, do you think that men cry?
Yes, I do. Men cry, although they don't cry. Most men don't cry openly because of out of ego or to be laughed at. But I think men cry from time to time, mostly in their bedrooms or in their private enclosures.
Is it okay for a man to cry?
Yes, I think it's very much okay for a man to cry because it lets out your emotions and just take a lot out of your chest than bottling things up. You find out that when you cry, you get a lot of things out. I remember when my mom died, crying helped me a lot to heal. It's a part of a healing process when you cry.
Most often, men that cry are regarded as weak by the society. Why is it so?
I don't think so. People consider men who cry as being babies or sissies, but I don't think that's the case. It is not the case. And you find out that people who say those things will be crying deep within, and in their quiet moments when nobody is with them, they would be crying. So I don't think men should be considered that way.
Do men get emotional, and how do they generally handle their emotions?
Obviously, everybody do get emotional, and men also do get emotional. But I think it's a case of ego that men try to bottle up their emotions within themselves rather than letting it out by crying, for example. But not to be violent. Being violent is not a way of actually showing your emotions out.
Have you found yourself in a situation where you cried?
Oh yes, a number of times, like I mentioned, when my mom passed away. Even at times when you're filled with joy, like when I got my PhD after my examination, I just cried because it was a momentous occasion for me. So that was a cry of joy. So you can cry when you're sad, you can cry when you're filled with so much happiness. Even the day I graduated, after I'd done in my regalia, I just cried because it was a moment of joy and gladness for me.
The last question, why should men not be judged for expressing their emotions? What is your take on that?
I don't think men should be judged when they express their emotions because that's part of life. We shouldn't try to distinguish whether men should cry or not. We should just let people be and express their emotions in whatever way they can handle it. But I would say, men, don't bottle things out. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to jump for joy, you jump for joy. Crying doesn't make you any way less than what you are.
Thank you.